Okay, so like I was saying, John was in a heated argument with his son. It was his 20-year-old or 21-year-old son at the time. He stormed to the back to grab his gun. He began to storm back towards the front of the house, but John had been beating on my brother for so long. Um, I mean, when I tell you he was beating on my brother real bad, even kids in the neighborhood were coming to me saying, I saw that man beating your brother outside with a golf ball. Like, it went from just being in the house to he was beating him outside in front of people. So, yeah, it was so bad to where I thought that if he had a gun in his hand, that he would surely shoot my brother. So I pushed my brother into the bedroom, pushed him in between the bed and the wall, and I laid across him and said, you know, if he kills you, he's going to have to kill me first. And I laid across my brother. I was willing to die to protect my little brother. But he never came into the room. My mom de escalated the situation, and not long after that, like a separation began to happen between John and my mom, but it took some time. It took some time for him to move or us to move. It took some time. So in between time, um, I was telling my aunt what was going on. My aunt and my mom were arguing bad. I mean, real bad about this man. I think John tried to like finesse his way to like really stay with my mom. So they began to take trips. One day I woke up. Um, no, one day my mom was gone for like 8 hours, right? 8 hours at a time was just me and my brother in the house by ourselves. Like, we're under the age of 10. So this was like a no go. But one day I woke up, my mom was gone for like 8 hours, calling her, she wouldn't answer the phone. She finally, hey, 8 hours later. Um, then another time, I woke up and she was gone. And on this particular day, CPS was at the door. Child Protective Services was knocking on the door. And when I opened the door, I just said, yeah, my mom went to the grocery store. She'll be right back. I called my mom, blew her up, left her messages. My mom had been gone. On that particular time, the second time, she had been gone for 2 days. Um, I don't even think she returned the phone call the first day. It wasn't until the second day to where I was like, I don't know where you at, but this person is serious because CPS came back the second day as well because they missed her the first time. So they surely wanted to see her the second time. The second time, I did not open the door. I didn't. I just was scared. So and when they came the first time, they left me their card. So yeah, I was just leaving messages like, hey, they keep coming to the house. They keep coming to the house. Where are you? She finally returned the phone call, letting me know that her and John were out of town. They went on a trip. Like, just woke up in the middle of the night and decided to leave me and my 7, 8-year-old brother at the house for 2 days alone. Like, are you kidding me? That abandonment, it was ridiculous. And she did this with John. I don't know if he was trying to reconcile with her and try to beg her to stay, or he couldn't find anywhere to go. I don't know. I don't know what was going on, but it wasn't right. So I told my aunt what was going on. My mom and her were getting into it because she probably felt like my aunt was the one calling Child Protective Services. But if so, so be it. It was rightfully so. We were being neglected and abandoned. So yeah, that happened. Um, Eventually, because Child Protective Services was on her so bad, um, my aunt was on her real bad. Uh, the gun situation happened. You know, this all started getting to my mom. But one particular night, before John actually had the chance to move out, my mom, by the way, is lactose intolerant, real bad. Like, real bad. Like, we see her get ice cream, we running, like, real bad. So, even John knew this. And so, he knew exactly what he was doing when he did this. So, my mom, I don't know what possessed her to want to drink milk, but she almost never drank milk. Never. And so she went to the kitchen and wanted to get a glass of milk. Soon as she poured her cup and put the lips, soon as she got the first sip of it, she spit it out. And I heard my mom yell from the kitchen to the living room, "You put Raid in my children's milk?" Yes, he poisoned our milk with Raid. John hated us so much that he was willing to kill us. He knew my mom would almost never touch that milk. So, by the grace of God, we did not drink it. We didn't drink it. Our little bodies, we didn't consume it. We were saved from it. And we had been telling my mom over and over again about this man. But I guess she took it serious when something happened to her, and that's when she put him out for good.